please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is BFRI, Biofrontera. This finishes at $8.76 today. That is up 8.15%. So we've been talking about this stock a lot lately. The past couple of days, this has been trending on StockTwits top 10 for about a week or two now. You know, this was short squeezing. It looked like it was pretty much over, but today we have a pretty big green day again. So maybe the squeeze is not done just yet. Apes on StockTwits are still definitely trying to squeeze this, so who knows if it's over or not. Still getting some pretty good price action. And it was once again trending on StockTwits top 10, so we will talk about it once again. So yeah, no specific news to justify this price action today, so I'm just going to assume just a bunch of ape stuff still trying to squeeze the stock. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So we do have a gap up at 265, so that is a bearish indicator that is telling us this stock may come back down to 265 eventually to fill this gap. Now at this point it looks pretty unlikely, but you never know. Still really noteworthy, so keep that in mind, guys. Gap up 265, bearish indicator. We also did have another gap up at 790, but that did fail today. And then we have a gap down at $11, which is a bullish indicator because that is telling us this stock may come back up to $11 eventually to fill that gap. And that may happen in the short term as well. This also looks like a possible bear flag here. No confirmation just yet, but this does appear to be a bear flag in the making. And that would be a bearish indicator because that is telling us this stock might break out to the downside if in fact this is a bear flag. So hopefully that's not the case, but not looking too great right now. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 955 and 855. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 955, $10, $10.40, $11, $11.50, $12, $13.25, $14, and then the high of $14.65. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be $8.55, $8.25, $7.90, $7.20, $6.85, $6.65, $6, $5.45, $5.05, $4.75, $4.30, $4.05, $3.80, $3.55, $3.25, $3, $2.65, and then the low of $2.40. So right now at this current price, $8.76, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks $4.30 to the downside, the channels start to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks $4.30 to the downside. RSI is currently at 55, so that's a little bit above average there. So according to the RSI, this current price of $8.76 is around fair market value, and this did 26 million in volume today. Pretty significant volume, so this pump today was confirmed by the volume. And this is selling off here in the post market down to 845. So that would be a bearish indicator if this holds up through the post market and the pre-market tomorrow, because that is suggesting that this will continue to sell off tomorrow. Okay guys, so just my opinion, not financial advice. It is a little bit difficult to tell where this is going to go in the short term. We are getting some pretty mixed signals here. We have a gap up, possible bear flag, and selling off in the post market here. So those would be bearish indicators. Then we have the gap down and strong social media sentiment, which would be bullish indicators. And we have neutral RSI. But overall, I do think this appears to be more bearish than bullish. Slightly bearish to me, in the short term at least. So this may run back up a little bit more, maybe to $11 to fill this gap, but I really think this is running out of steam. I think the squeeze for the most part is pretty much over. I don't think this is going to rocket to the upside and make new highs. Might be wrong though, hopefully. I really don't like this possible bear flag and this gap up. Those would be some pretty bearish indicators there. So I do think this is going to keep pulling back to the downside. Not saying it will, but more probable it will pull back than it will run to the upside. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Personally, I would not do that, and I wouldn't recommend that. I just think it's way too risky right now. I just don't think there's too much more upside potential here, and there's a pretty good amount of downside potential. So I would say going long here would be a high risk, medium reward play. It could pay off, especially if this does fill the gap at $11. But even at that point, that'd be about a 30% upside. So that's a pretty decent amount of upside there, but you'd be exposing yourself to a lot of downside risk, possibly more than 30%. So it's not such a bad play going long here, but personally, I think it's way too risky. I would just hold off for right now on the long side and see if you can get this for a better price. But, it's somewhat of a gamble here. So if you guys want to gamble and you understand it is pretty risky, then I could support going long. Just please do that at your own risk. Sell at 11 if it does run to the upside. But yeah, personally, I don't like the current price of 876. I would hold off for right now. Just observe the price action. I would come in once it starts to bottom out, catch support, and the volatility is not so high anymore. Now, if you guys want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a pretty decent play to me. Again, possible bear flag and the gap up at 265. So not sure how much this is going to go to the downside, but this has a lot of downside potential and not too much more upside potential. I think at worst, you're going to lose around 30% if this does go to the upside to fill the gap at 11. So as long as you're able to withstand some more upside pressure here, this should be a pretty decent short play. I would say going short here would be a medium risk, high reward play. Still risk involved, but this could pay off pretty big, and I think it's definitely worth a shot. Not the best play in the world, not the most obvious play in the world, but pretty good play. So I could support going short here at this current price, $8.75 or higher. If this does break $11, then I definitely think that's a good entry for going short. But yeah, pretty decent short play. You should be able to make some pretty good money on the short side here. So congratulations to everyone who made money on the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is BFRI, Biofrontera. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.